This is the 2026 Land Rover Defender 110 OCTA. Is it worth your consideration? Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. We're back to POV on our video for today, so I hope you enjoy that. The exterior color on this model is new for 2026. I hope it's showing up well here in the showroom at Land Rover of Shreveport. It's called Sargasso. And I'll give you a quick look here at our interior. Very nice and bright. But I think that works. It's not too much, but for me, I like a lighter interior. And a quick look at our remote. Nothing new for 2026. There is one thing that's a little bit different, which is going to be the logo on the rear of this particular key fob or remote. Lock, unlock, you can turn on your lights right here if you need to, if you're having trouble finding your Defender in the parking lot. And everything is going to be LED. So we're going to have our LED headlights, LED daytime running lights. They're not on right now, but we also have the LED fog lights right down here. And the thing that I like is that when you see all of your different openings, the vents and everything here, it's all going to be active. We'll also have our lights right here in the center of the grille. I know it's a little bright right here, but hopefully that's showing up nicely. Gonna have the front view camera right here, cameras at every view, and our Land Rover logo not only here, but the name Defender spelled out across the hood. We'll work our way across this area. A little bit of a change for 2026 as far as that goes. It looks good, not functional, but you know what? It breaks up all of that space right there. Our Defender logo will also be here. And we're going to have our heated power adjustable side view mirrors with blind spot monitoring built in and your turn signal indicators, as you can see. You can walk up and push the button on the door handles right there. That's your passive entry. And we're going to have our roof rails up top. You can get your crossbars and increase your cargo capacity if you need to. And you're going to find the OCTA logo in a number of different places, not only on the remote, but it's going to be here as well. And have our marker lights right here. 23-inch wheels with all-wheel drive and air ride suspension. One thing that's really nice here is that you also have an easy-to-access full-size spare. You'll find the recovery hooks back here with that bronze finish to them. Look really nice. The flush-mounted tail lights. All these lights are going to be flush-mounted as of 2026. And obviously, you're going to have the towing package. And something else that's nice here, you don't have fake exhaust outlets. This is going to be an MHEV, or mild hybrid electric vehicle, with a 4.4 twin-turbo V8 under the hood, and it is fast. A lot of power here. 626 horsepower, 553 pounds-feet of torque. Check this out. 0 to 60. 3.8 seconds and a top speed of 150 miles per hour. All that mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. How about your MPGs? 15 city, 19 highway, 17 combined, and 5.9 gallons of gas per every 100 miles driven. And your gas tank details, you're gonna have a 23.8 gallon gas tank. And how about your numbers as far as driving distance on a full tank of gas? 357 miles in the city, 452 on the highway, and 405 miles combined. You can tow up to 8,200 pounds. That is not a bad number as far as that goes. And cargo capacity ranges between 34 up to 78.8 cubic feet. The cargo cover is removable right here. You can see that you have your cargo area lighting. It's one of the advantages of filming here in the showroom for today's video, is you can see how well that works. Plenty of lighting. The buttons right here are going to actually raise and lower the rear of the Defender. That's going to be on the air ride suspension. So I'm going to push that and it will actually raise the vehicle all the way up. I don't know if you can see that happening or not. Kind of hard to do without my cameraman today, but you can see that the rear of the vehicle is slowly coming up. It's actually not too bad, but you can raise that up or lower it down depending on what you need to do. And the process is fairly quick. We also have our cargo organizer right here. That's going to be a nice benefit, and plenty of space within the rear cargo area. Now, this is a 2-row model, being the 110. The 130 will offer 3 rows, but you still have the safari windows up there in the roof area and a panoramic sunroof. Let's take a look at what your rear seat passengers are going to find. You'll always find the exposed screws right here to give it that more rugged look and feel, but you still have a nice comfortable armrests and the door bin right here. We'll see one of the many speakers throughout the interior. We're going to have our rear seat pockets that are right here, kind of concealed away almost, but they are here. And then something that's going to be really nice that I personally like is how you can maximize your cargo space. There's a reason why I didn't have these folded down earlier. The first thing we do is grab the tab right here and we bring that area up. Make sure your headrests are down. You push the button right there to do that. Just easier to go ahead and have them down. And then we use the release right there, and that folds everything down completely flat. And you can see that is nice and flat. So that's how you're going to maximize your cargo space. You can see our panoramic sunroof, that front portion will open. This power shade will come all the way back if you need it to. So that's going to work as well. Something else that I like personally is the fact that you have the grab handles. That makes it easier to get in and out. And then we're going to have our rear air conditioning vents. I don't have the ignition turned on right now, but this is where you would find all of the controls and everything to manage fan speed and your dual zone climate control in the rear. Also your heated seats, all that good stuff is back here. And so is our connectivity. Something that will set the front seat area apart will be our illuminated door sills. I don't know how well that shows up, but that is illuminated. You'll obviously have driver and passenger seats that are heated and ventilated and going to be power adjustable. Again, those exposed screws will be here. And all of our controls here for our seat memory, your power mirror adjustments, and everything for your power windows. You can lock and unlock the windows right there if you want to. There's your lock and unlock button, and then a little bit more space with the door bin right here compared to what we saw in the rear. Also, we're going to have those nice padded armrests. The sticker price is $166,371. You have a light cloud and lunar interior. That's the color scheme that you're going to have here. Very nice, comfortable seats. As I mentioned, power adjustable, heated and ventilated. Everything is here to adjust all of that depending on what you need to do. As far as your controls here go, we can set the air on low if we need to, or however we need to do that. Can adjust all of that right there. And then we're going to have the controls for the radio right here to turn that on and off, adjust the volume. All that good stuff is here. And you'll notice the color around the shifter right here just kind of sets that off nicely. The driver's display, nice and modern. You can adjust things there if you need to via the control right here. We can go in and see everything that you can adjust right there. You do have a nice bright head-up display. Hard to see here in the showroom, but it is there. You can make adjustments where that is concerned. Your navigation is built in, and our shifter paddles. Going to have that transparent look right there. And then gear up and gear down, obviously. Everything for cruise control. All of that's going to be here. Everything to adjust your fog lights, turn them on and off, headlights, taillights, all of that, front and rear window wipers. Everything is here. Yes, even your multitasking lever right there, not only for your lights, but your turn signal indicators for those who have learned how to use your turn signals. And then we're going to have the button right here. And here's what happens when I push that button. You'll notice the changes that take place on the driver's display, and that obviously being the OCTA logo. Once again, I told you that's going to be several different places here throughout the interior. Plenty of air conditioning vents for great airflow. We're going to have our upper console with the control right here for the sunroof to open and close that, and for the power shade that I mentioned to you earlier in the video. The clear sight rear view mirror is also here. Home link on this side, adjustments on this side for the clear sight rear view mirror. Unless you want to use that as a conventional mirror, you can go through your different adjustments right there depending on what you want to do. With the button on the left and the buttons on the right will allow you to make those adjustments. And how about our Pivot Pro infotainment screen? Now you'll notice those lines going through. Nothing is wrong. I can actually fix that by simply coming right here. We're going to go and change that from light theme to dark. Notice that does help. I know there's still a little bit of a glare. We can't really move around the way we normally do for this video because we're in the showroom, but you'll have navigation. You can connect the phone, everything for The dynamics of the vehicle will be right here, depending on what you need to do, what you need to know about. Some pretty cool stuff going on where that is concerned. You've got your stopwatch. You want to take advantage of that. And then you have setup right here. There's a lot going on depending on how you want to customize different aspects as far as the engine, the steering, your gear shift, and your suspension. You can turn those things on and off depending on how you want those to work. Work our way around. Some of the same features that we normally see on these Defenders will also be here. Nothing out of the ordinary. If we want to go to our options here as far as the different icons go, we can do that. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So you can pair your phone wirelessly. You can handle that. There is the camera. There are multiple views, just like I told you earlier in the video, all around this Defender. There is the rear view. We've got our front view. We can take a look at everything from every possible angle except for underneath. But that's the way it's going to be. We can go to 3D right there if we want to. We saw that. You also have your off-road view, which is going to give you that front view, as you can see. And if you want to take advantage of that towing capability of 8,200 pounds and hitch up to a trailer, there you go. You can take advantage of that. So a lot going on here where that is concerned. And then we can come right back here, do whatever you need to do. I do like that we still have the physical controls for the air conditioning. That's a good thing. There's one of our USB ports down there. There's a lot to work with as far as space goes. You've got the pass-through right here. And if you need it, got the hidden drawer right there. A little bit of space as far as storage goes. You can take that out of the way if you need to. Cup holders are here. And then the center console lid is also an armrest. Notice there are no armrests built into these seats. And then we open that up, and it's going to be a refrigerated console. You've got the high and low, depending on how many lights you have on there. Or you can just leave that off if you want to. And one more thing here. Give you a sampling of the Meridian surround sound system. I hope that does it justice for you. It sounds great here in person, and I guarantee you, you're going to like it. You can go in and obviously make a lot of adjustments in the screen as far as the sound quality goes, depending on your personal preferences. So tell me what you think about this 2026 Land Rover Defender 110 OCTA. Is it worth your consideration? I'd say it is. It just depends on what it is you are ultimately looking for on the decision you make. I would like to say a special thanks to our friends here at Land Rover of Shreveport for loaning me this Defender for the day so I could tell you all about it. And a special thanks to all of you for being kind enough to give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. That's helpful and greatly appreciated. Make sure to subscribe and share this video on your timelines on social media so other people can see it. And if you would like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and I'll see you there.